The holidays are here, and this year I'm going all out. Stick around to learn how to make this garland from fresh cut greens. Hi, welcome back to Tight Ship Mama. I'm Gina. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. I make a new video every Monday where I talk about decluttering, budgeting, meal planning, implementing routines, and a little personal development. I love using decor at the holidays that doesn't require any clutter coming into my house. So there's nothing better than using live greens at this time of the year. So if you want to make one of these garlands like I did, just go out to your yard and gather any kind of fresh greens that you can find, even things from your bushes. Arborvitae is good. This is a pine tree in our yard, and I'm going to use 3 different types of evergreens from my yard. If you'd also like to gather pine cones to incorporate, this would be the time to do that. If you have some berries, you could do that. Let's get started. You will need rope or twine. My husband picked this up for me at Home Depot, and it's fully biodegradable, so in the end, I can just toss all of this right into my compost bin. You're going to need some pruning shears and paddle wire. Not sure what gauge that is, but 22 is fine. And you're going to cut your rope to the length of the garland that you would like. I left a little bit extra just to have it in case or to tie on. And then you're going to just start making individual bouquets. If you only have one type of evergreen, that's fine. You're just going to make a little bunch like it's in my hand. Otherwise, if you have more different types, you're going to layer them. So I started with the longest needles and then the shorter and then my holly on top to make my bouquet. Then you're going to put that on top of your rope. Get your paddle wire and begin. Hold everything as tight as you can and just wrap that paddle wire and pulling it tight as you go, about 3 or 4 times. I think if you make the bundles a little shorter than what I did here, they stay better. So I probably should have cut that very first layer of evergreens a little bit shorter. It also helps things to move along a lot faster if you begin with everything pre-cut and you have piles ready to go. Once you get your system down, this doesn't take any time at all. I can't even tell you how many feet of garland I have made this season because I'm actually really enjoying making this. So here we go, onto our second bouquet or bundle. Again, we're going to layer. Hold it all together, and you haven't cut your paddle wire. You're not going to cut that at all until the very, very end. So that's kind of dangling down below what you've already completed. Do you see that there? Okay, now you're going to lay your second bouquet or bundle on top of the first, tilting it a little bit to the left or the right so that you can see all the beautiful holly from the previous bouquet. Now you're going to squeeze it all tight and keep on going with that paddle wire and just wrap it as tight as you can wrap it. And this is the process. It's really simple. You just keep layering until the very end. And you can make it very short if you just wanted it to be on top of your fireplace mantle. And you would incorporate your pine cones, or if it was laying on top of a mantle, you could very easily put Christmas balls on there, or if you wanted to wrap this around like a Dickens Village, you could. I'm going to use this upstairs for our Advent bags, and you'll see that at the very end. But I also did a full garland around my whole front door, and I'm just going nuts with it this year. I think it's so beautiful. It's so easy. It's all free, and it's clutter-free. So at the end of the season, I'm just going to toss it right back out into the yard. Here you can see the finished product that I just hung upstairs, and I wrapped lights around it. And here I am laying out my Advent bags that I use year after year. I get my calendar with it, and I figure out what days we're going to be doing different activities for Advent. So here's, if you're interested in the Advent part of it, this is how I do that. I lay it all out and I pick our activities. These are a couple of our sample activities. You know, pick your song, and we have family sing-along, we have talent night, we have good deeds for others, we have prayers for people that are in the church bulletin. We try to fill Advent with prayer and growing closer to God. And this is baby Jesus from the manger. He goes in the very last bag that we open on Christmas morning, and we place him in the manger before we do anything else on Christmas morning. Here's the finished product with our Advent bags. Happy holidays, everyone, and I will see you next Monday.